it going everyone, WildeThang here and welcome to a brand new Destiny video. In this video we'll be taking a look at the Parthian Shot pulse rifle in detail and how it performs in the Crucible. The Parthian Shot is a Vanguard pulse rifle and can be rewarded from leveling up the Vanguard or by simply purchasing it in the tower. This pulse rifle is in the slower rate of fire archetype and can be closely compared to the Lead D and also the spare change. The roll on my Parthian Shot can actually 2-burst people, and you'll see that throughout this video. This is because it has Headseeker, which helps by giving a higher damage crit shot after the body has been hit. This following clip will show me 2-burst in the Guardian. Now this may be due to a mixture of things. It might be because the enemy has very low armour and also Headseeker proccing, so if you get those two in combination then it should 2-burst people. I'm even going to slow down the clip for you as well, so you'll see it in full speed and also slowed down, just so you can see the comparison and what actually happens when I'm shooting people. I even had a lucky chance that the guy was actually AFK at one point and I 2-burst him, and he was just stood still, so he wasn't moving, no one else was shooting him, and I managed to 2-burst him. At the beginning of year 3 I had a spare change drop that had Headseeker and glass half full, and that thing 2-burst Guardians across the map. I remember when I was playing on Memento I was using my spare change and I was in spawn area and there was a guy by top heavy and he was just stood there hard scoping. I managed to 2-burst him across the map, and the range on these things is kind of ridiculous, but it is good because it does have that power and it does feel like it's hitting like a truck. We know that in the current state of the Crucible, this archetype is very rare to see, as the Crucible is full of clever dragons and grasps. We know that there is an update coming on the 14th of February, which we all hope will address the clever dragons, high caliber rounds, or that archetype as a whole. I just hope that they remove high caliber rounds from it, because those pulse rifles are absolutely fine if you don't have high caliber rounds on them. So the update that is coming very soon may see the slower rate of pulse rifles making a comeback, which is what I'm hoping for, because I do have a lot of god roll pulse rifles that I would love to use again. The range on this pulse rifle is amazing, and I've shot people across the map and it has still felt like it's hitting like a truck, like I said previously. The only issue I've noticed is that I get a lot of assists and also leave Guardians with a tiny amount of health, allowing them to quickly run away and regain their health and shield. The Parthian Shot can also be compared to one of the year 1 favourites, which is the Messenger. It was the Trials pulse rifle and it was high impact and slow rate of fire, just like the Parthian Shot, and I know a lot of people out there really enjoyed using that pulse rifle, and I do remember getting messages of people saying that I was hacking when I was using it just because I would get so many kills. So hopefully this patch that's coming up will bring back the high impact slow rate of fire pulse rifles, allowing the Crucible to have more of a variety. There is always going to be a meta in Destiny, there is in every first person shooter, and hopefully this next update will kind of bring things back to par, but there's always going to be weapons that are crap in the Crucible and there's always going to be ones that are really good. It just depends on the archetype and also the role that you have. When using the Parthian Shot in the Crucible, I did come to realise that certain maps obviously were better for this weapon. Now you want to try and use it on maps that don't have a lot of clutter in the way, so like Sector 618 is the worst map in the game, because the angles, the corners, just close quarters, there's loads of crap in the way so people can hide behind, crouch, get their health back and then probably shotgun you in the face. But I'd like to use this weapon on quite big maps that have good sniper lanes as well, and also just wide areas. So you'll notice that I've got footage from 3 different matches on 3 different maps, and I feel like all these 3 maps are really good for this pulse rifle. So it was Pantheon, Burning Shrine and also Shores of Time. Now they are obviously all year 1 maps and they are a lot of fun to play on, and I missed playing on these maps, and I was really lucky to get these 3 in rotation, and I definitely suggest using this pulse rifle on these maps. So that's everything I can say about the Parthian Shot. It is a very good contender in the Crucible as long as you feel confident shooting it and you pick your battles carefully. You just got to remember it is a slower rate of fire pulse rifle and it's not going to contend with the Clever Dragon in this current state of Destiny. So my overall rating for this gun is 7 out of 10. So it's not top tier, it's not kind of average, it's kind of in between, because it does kill people pretty quickly if you can get all your shots hitting the enemy. So anyway guys, that is it from me. I hope you have an awesome day and I will see you in the next one.